Okay, so here are a few short exercises for those who don't have Photoshop Creative Cloud. They can still do this exercise, just download this off Sector. Okay, so we're painting with the paintbrush tool. We're going to follow through some of these examples. So B for brush, should bring our paintbrush tool up. Just make sure it's the brush tool and not the pencil tool. And we'll go to the next step. So set the brush tool options. Now, coming over here, selecting the brush tool, open up the settings. So for those of you who will have this, it'll be really straightforward. So we need to change this to 60 pixels. And then what have we got? 30%, so it's already really there. And just make sure you've got like a hard or a round brush selected. Cool. Click and drag on the canvas to paint with your brush. All right, so small brackets, the square brackets will make the brush size larger or smaller, so have a bit of an experiment with that. You can also scroll the mouse depending on your device, and that should adjust it as well. So I'm just going to use the square brackets here. Now, you want to make sure that your mode is on normal, and that will just give you a normal look. So you can, have a bit of a play. Let's say I'm going to change this to pink just to get it a little bit more exciting. Now, in the options bar, you can also set the opacity field. Cool. So we can change. So this already is at 80. So opacity is just how see-through something is going to be, how transparent. The flow around 20. Okay, click the next button when you're happy. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go next. Choose the foreground and background color. Okay, so if we come down here, so eyedropper tool, fantastic. Click the dark grey color on the fish. Okay, let's go this color here. Has changed. All right, I'm going to change the background color while I'm at it as well. Cool, so the foreground color, great. All right, then we go next. Click and drag to paint along the fish's grill. Okay, so you can see it's kind of subtle there. Okay, so just Control Z if you want to start redrawing things. And then next when you're done experimenting. Now, usually when I'm painting, I like to select an area, so that was just W for magic wand tool and then B for brush. That way when you're painting it won't actually go outside of those dancing outside of that selection tool, it'll stay within it. So if I reduce the opacity down a little bit, make it a little bit more subtle, get a little bit more of a transition there. You can also have a little bit of a play with the modes as well. So something like dissolve will look different. You can have literally just go through and see what is in here. If you're wanting to lighten up the brushwork here as well, so I could just go I for eyedropper again, come back up the top here, B for brush. We could go through and just lighten that up. Now I've still got vivid light on, so I'll just go back to normal. So you could kind of lighten things up along here as well. All right, Control D to get rid of it, and there you have kind of done some interesting brush work.